If you're sitting at your desk right now, or maybe you're lying in bed at night and you're wondering why you can't make a move even though you feel completely miserable, you're probably telling yourself one of two stories. Either that you're too lazy or you're too scared. But I am here to tell you that it is neither of those. The real reason that you feel stuck, it has nothing to do with your work ethic or your courage. And once you see what's really happening, it changes everything. Hi, I'm Shannon Baird, mom of four, corporate dropout. Let's talk about why you're really stuck. Here's what I used to think was wrong with me. I would wake up every morning and drag myself through yet another day. I would research business ideas. I would come up with these complex plans, some great ideas that went absolutely nowhere because I didn't take any action. No progress. And I would beat myself up thinking, well, these other people, they quit their job and they have a business. Why can't I do it? What's wrong with me? Or worse yet, all the money that I spent and time on business ideas that went absolutely nowhere. And the worst part of it were the stories that I would tell myself. That you're lazy. Get your shit together, Shannon. You're too comfortable. We always hear how we need to be outside of our comfort zones. You're too scared to take a risk. You're just not cut out for entrepreneurship. Go get your job. You like complaining more than you like taking action. And that last one, I think, has always hit the hardest because I don't like complainers. I do not. I think if you want to complain, great. You better be taking action to change that complaint. If you're not taking action, just shut up and move along. After working with so many women, I have realized that this shame that I thought came from all my complex trauma and my childhood, it didn't. We all seem to share this. And what I really want you to hear today, those stories, they're simply not true. They are not. It is not because you're somehow deficient in something. And today, we are going to talk about the 3 real reasons that are keeping you stuck. Once you see them, it'll start to dissolve all of that stuckness. But I must warn you, you might get a little upset and angry because of all the time that you have wasted believing stories that were never even true. The stuckness, it is not your fault. The first reason that you feel stuck are what I call socially transmitted diseases, or STDs. These are the beliefs that you have acquired throughout your life from society, from your family of origin, from your the industry that you work in. These are those unconscious beliefs that we take on that are not true and don't serve us. Let me give you some examples. Success equals a salary and a title. So even though your corporate job is absolutely killing you and crushing your soul, you stay because you need that title. Without a title, who are you? When people say, oh, what do you do? It always feels kind of nice to be able to have a nice tight package to be able to say, this is what I do. The next one, good moms don't abandon their families for their dreams. Ouch. you go and you think, okay, well, I could do this, but I'm going to be taking away time from my family, resources, money, what have you. That mom guilt starts to settle in, and it settles in so fucking deep. And this next one, I'm looking at you, fellow perfectionists. Let's meet in the comments if this one hits hard. I often wonder what my life would have been like had I not overthought everything. I am such a massive overthinker. So this next one, you need to have it all figured out before you start. I know, right? I cannot tell you how many business ideas have died for me because of this last one. So you have all of these STDs. You use them as, I'll lightly say, excuses. I wouldn't quite categorize them as hardcore excuses because you don't understand, you don't know what you don't know, right? But you have all of these that are bubbling under the surface, and so you buy another course and you buy another course and you buy another course, but you never actually launch anything at all. And the worst part is you don't start because you don't want to look foolish. These STDs, they run your life. And once you see them, you cannot unsee them. Sorry to tell you. Here's the thing with STDs, socially transmitted diseases. They feel like they're actually your thoughts. They feel like they're your values, your core of who you are. And they feel like they're your own common sense. But my friend, they are not at all. They are actually someone else's fear that you have internalized. Let that sink in again. There's someone else's fear that you have internalized. Like, think about the corporate structure and the person at the top making the decisions. They want power. Why do they want power? Because they have their own fears inside. They need that power. So with STDs, your body, it literally is not capable of taking action. And I think if we can be honest and really look inside and understand these socially transmitted diseases that run our lives, this could be such a game changer for every single person alive. And I don't say that lightly. Don't say it lightly at all. If you get nothing else from this video, this is what I want you to take away. Start to look at your life and really question every decision, why you do the things you do. So when you think, I should be grateful, or now's not the right time, or what will people think? Oh no. That's not actually your wisdom that's speaking. It's conditioning. And the thing about conditioning is that no matter how much willpower you have, you can't work your way out of it. That's completely impossible. But what you can do is you can see it. Then, once you see it, you name it exactly what it is and what it's affecting in your life. And once you do that, then you can choose differently because now you have the knowledge. You can now see everything a little bit differently. Okay, the second reason that you are stuck is that you are making way too many decisions in a day. you go to work and you make 35,000 different decisions of what project to prioritize, how to handle a different person, what email should I send, should I speak up in a meeting or should I be quiet, what do I do over here, how do I handle that over there? And then you come home and you make another 10,000 different decisions. What do I make for dinner? Who needs help with homework? When do I do laundry? What do I say yes to? What do I say no to? What am I doing? And then at 9 o'clock at night, you sit down, the house is quiet, and you expect yourself to make one more decision. A very important decision, might I add. What business do I start? And then you wonder why the hell you can't get it all done and you can't figure it out. Too many decisions in a day. Your brain, girl, it is tired. All of this has nothing to do with you being lazy. It is merely decision fatigue. So you have your prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for all of your decision making. And by the end of the day, after you've made all those decisions for everybody else, your brain is just tapped out. There is literally nothing left for it. Literally. It's like a marathoner. So they just ran a marathon, and you say, hey, could you run just one more mile for me? Just one more. That's it. One little tiny mile. I mean, you just ran 26 feathers. What's one more? And they look at you like they want to punch you in the face. That is you at the end of the night. You have ran a marathon with your brain, and the thought of one more mile is too much. You're gassed out. There is absolutely nothing left. I have this saying that my family has come to know and love. I say, my decision maker is broken. And that is my way of communicating to my family that I'm done. Like, I am done. I cannot make any more decisions. Not even a simple decision of what vegetable to choose for dinner. Like, no decisions. I'm done. My decision maker is broken. Feel free to steal that little phrase for your family too. Here's what makes all of this even worse. As if it couldn't get any worse, right? The decision to leave corporate, it isn't just one single decision. It is 50 different life-altering decisions. And those decisions don't just impact you, they impact your entire family, your entire sphere of people in your life. These are just some of the decisions. Like, you need to know clarity about your gifts. What are you good at? You need to understand the market and marketing and how to get your thing out there so that people will pay you. You need to understand some financial planning, risk assessment, family alignment, identity transformation. There are so many different decisions that are wrapped up in this cute little, well, what business do I start? And it's in all of those different decisions that your brain just gives up. So when you collapse on the couch at night because you're just tired and you start to scroll Instagram instead of working on that business plan, or you turn on Netflix instead of doing your market research, you're not being lazy. You're asking a depleted brain to make more complex decisions without any gas left in the tank. Like, can you hear that car? My neighbor's car? He's kind of loud. He's got gas in his tank to go somewhere. I think he goes to work. But this not having gas left in the tank, it isn't a character flaw. It is just simple biology. And my friend, we cannot beat biology. So before we get to reason number 3, if your soul is taking a nice big deep breath, could you please give this video a like so that I can reach more women with this message? Consider it your good deed of the day. Thanks. Okay, now, reason number 3, and this is a big one. You don't have a safe container to test, to iterate, and to fail. While you're in corporate, you have a system, you have a role, you have clear expectations, processes, and you have all of the guardrails so that you don't fail. And there's even HR when you do. But starting a business, you have no system, you have no safety net, you have no trial period. You're risking your reputation, your financial security, your family stability on an untested idea, and the world is watching. They're watching to see if you succeed or if you fail. So, of course you feel stuck. You're not lazy, you're smart. Your brain, your big, beautiful brain, it is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to keep you safe. But it is in that safety that you're also stuck, because you don't want to take the massive risk without proper support. And this is where most business advice completely fails you. They say, well, I don't know, just start, just do it. Take the leap. Or bet on yourself. But what you actually need is a bridge. You need a way to test your business idea within a safe container. You need a community of support, a framework, a plan that doesn't require you to burn down your entire world to make it happen. This is the most important thing that I need you to hear. If you're stuck right now, if you've been stuck for months, or even if you've been stuck for years, it is not something that's wrong with you. It's the beliefs that you didn't choose for yourself. It's in those 45,000 different decisions that you have to make every day. It's that you have no safe structure to test a business idea. You're not broken. You just need a framework, a different plan. And I want you to hear that it is not a you problem. This is a system problem. Okay? Let me say that again. This is not a you problem. This is a system problem. This is when the stuckness starts to dissolve. Not when you finally feel brave enough, but when you really see what's going on, what has been standing in your way, and you address it. If I can be of any help in your journey along that, please let me know. Check out the description for all of the good stuff. And let's commit to making someday an actual date. YouTube thinks you'll like this next video.